allow you to see the difference between the analytical calculations and what we have the numerical calculations sa mga equations. Okay, what is numerical solutions or numerical method? Actually, prior sa numerical solution to civil engineering problems, it was called the numerical methods to civil engineering problems. So, mabawra na sila ng numerical solutions, pasabot solutions using numerical methods. Numerical methods, these are the techniques. So, may nalitag methods, these are the techniques by which problems are formulated so that they can be solved with arithmetic and logical operations. So keep in mind, a numerical method is a technique. Analytical method is also a set of techniques. So katulad yung mga calculations before, the differential calculus, integral calculus, differential equations, those are also analytical methods or techniques. So we have also our numerical methods. So ang purpose ng numerical methods is that ang mathematical problems, so we have a mathematical problem, they are formulated so that they can be solved with arithmetic and logical operations. Sir, unsa man na siya, sir? Because digital computers excel at performing such operations, numerical methods are sometimes referred to as computer mathematics. Other nga name ni numerical methods is computer mathematics. It is a mathematical tool that allows or helps us to solve certain math problems as they allow us to find and exact approximate answers to mathematic problems. So sa maning numerical method, analytical method, numerical methods allows us to approximate the solution to many math problems. Si analytical method, these are mathematical tools. Pareha sila ni numerical. They are tools, mathematical tools, wherein we follow a set of logical steps that are proven to find the exact solution to a math problem. So mo nilang first na difference. Numerical is approximation. Take note, numerical is approximation. Analytical will give us the exact answer or solution. So for example, so sa problem, we have a mathematical problem. And then yung answer is, let's say, 3.7982106. And let's say, this is the exact answer or solution to a specific mathematical problem using analytical means. Now, if atong gamiton si numerical method, since approximation man siya, the answer, depende kung kapila nimo siya gibalik-balik ug solve, will yield a solution nga medyo dool sa answer. Let's say it might be 3.682513 whatsoever, or much closer like 3.75, etc. So that is the numerical methods. Approximation siya. Analytical is exact solution. So that is the first difference of the numerical and the analytical methods for solutions. And then, na diri na klaro kay diri nga description. Numerical methods reduce higher mathematics to basic arithmetic operations. Mo ni ang purpose ni numerical methods. Reduce higher mathematics to basic arithmetic operations. Sir, unsa man ang basic arithmetic operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So for numerical methods, mao ra gid ni inyong kuan. Gamiton nga operation, mathematical operation. No, unlike sa other nga kuan, so ni other nga analytical, unlike sa analytical methods, no nga, let's say we have the trigonometric function, we have the hyperbolic function, we have the unsa pa mga exponential function, kana. What else? And other nga kuan methods, and then you'll be dealing also with differentiations and integration, kana mga differential equations. Sa numerical methods, gina-simplify na niya kato siya nga mga problems in such a way nga inyong gamiton are just the basic arithmetic operations. So in this subject, puro na gyud ni plus, minus, multiplication, and division. So yan yun siya. So ang sa civil engineering, no, ma-apply gina siya sa, especially in the design, mga finite element analysis. Sa mga finite element analysis, sir, naay usa ka dako nga material and then tunga-tungaon na into smaller pagid kayo nga portions. That those are finite element analysis. We have the dynamic structural dynamics, so quick engineering, no, for example, the equation of motion. Equation of motion is the mass times acceleration plus the damping coefficient times the response velocity plus the stiffness times the deformation is equal to the dynamic force with respect to time. So sa earthquake engineering, magamit niya po si numerical methods in order to simplify this equation of motion. Sir, unsa din na siya? Actually, kung i-relate niyo ng equation, this is mass times the second derivative of the formation with respect to time plus the damping coefficient times the first derivative of the formation with respect to time plus kx is equal to p of t. Now, kung yung ning tanawon, this is a second order differential equation. So, actually, these complex equations na gina-apply ng mga numerical methods aron ma-solve will arrive with a solvable equations of motion. So later on, so we'll not be tackling kanong mga lisod lang, but we'll be dealing with the foundations sa numerical methods. Okay. So we have here a physical systems to mathematical model. So sa maning physical systems, sir. What is physical system and mathematical model? So sa physics, sa sa engineering, di ba we have physical systems. Physical systems is bisa kung saan na siya. Pwede tao, pwede sakyanan, pwede building, and then kung sa man lugar din na sila. We are trying to describe these systems, no? Natin mga part na systems na itong gusto i-describe. For example, sa inyo ang dynamics of rigid bodies. So yun yung ginabuhatan na sa dynamics of rigid bodies. Actually, you are using atong simplified equations of motion on the dynamics of rigid bodies. Sir, asa na to, sir? Inyong ginatry of describe ang velocity sa material, di ba? Namoy katong gilabay ang material, dahil free fall and whatsoever. That is part of the dynamics of rigid bodies. And then you were describing those physical systems, no? The motion of those physical systems according to its distance traveled or the range sa horizontal nga aspect is highest or the highest nga position reached is initial and expected final velocity. So mo na siya. So that is the goal. We have a physical system and we have our goal. Now, saan mo nato pag-reach a goal? We'll have our mathematical model. So sa mathematical model, ano siya mag-describe? This is the equation that will describe your physical system, the behavior of your physical system. So here now we have an example. Suppose that a bungee jumping company hires you. You're given the task of predicting the velocity of a jumper as a function of time during the free fall part of the jump. This information will be used as part of a larger analysis to determine the length and required strength of the bungee cord for jumpers of different mass. You know from your studies of physics that the acceleration should be equal to the ratio of the force to the mass. That is the Newton's second law. Based on this insight and your knowledge of physics and fluid mechanics, you develop a mathematical model for the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. So suppose nga nagtrabaho daw kaning company and then ipakuha sa imo ang unsa man. You're asked to predict the velocity of the jumper, free fall of the jump. So mala siya. Aron mabana-bana nila ang length and required strength sa bungee cord. So by your basic knowledge, no, understanding, and we have applying the Newton's second law and fluid mechanics, magbuhat ka og model ani. So naay tao diri nakambak And then buhatan nimo og mathematical model. Buhatan nimo equation to describe the motion or the forces that act adto sa tao. So mathematical model, that is the formulation or equation that expresses the essential features of a physical system or process in mathematical term. So ang physical system, gi-convert into mathematical term. So mao na siya ang concept ni mathematical model. So we have a problem. A bungee jumper with a mass of 68.1 kilogram leaves from a stationary hot air balloon. Compute the velocity for the first 12 seconds of the free fall. Also determine the terminal velocity that will be attained for an infinitely long Ford. Use drag coefficient of 0.25 kilogram per meter. So we have a given mass, and then you have the mass of the person na niambak. And then gipangita sa to ang velocity for the first 12 seconds of the free fall. Ipapangita sa to ang terminal velocity. And we have also another given, the drag coefficient. Saan man na to, sir? Abi ba na ko ang numerical solutions mag plus minus lang, multiplication division. So, importante gyapon nga there is analysis, no? So, dire, first is, before mag-numerical method, we'll be applying the numerical method in the calculations of velocity, apply sa taog analytical method. So, excuse me. So, yung diri nga ang bungee jumper, is on a free fall. So, we have the person, we have the downward force due to gravity, and we have also the upward force due to air resistance. So kung sa previous ninyo nga kung ano semesters, ato ang gina-simplify o idealize ang condition no gina kung sa kuan pa sa ni kung sa horizontal motion pa ato gina-assume nga frictionless ang salog. Kung free fall siya, gina-assume siya nga no air resistance or no drag force. So in this situation, i-consider na po nato ang drag force. So sa manisan, sa minani, ang summation of forces, no? If we try to sum the forces for this one, we have a force due to gravity. So that is downward. And force due to air resistance minus drag force or minus the force due to air resistance. Upward force. Since differing lang the direction, that's why we have the opposite side. Dahil unsa may next ani. So by Newton's second law, no, if you remember Newton's second law, ingon sa Newton's second law nga, the change of momentum of an object is proportional to the force impressed and is made in the direction in which the force is impressed. Yun siya nga, the change of momentum down, dp over dt is equal to the force. Or that is the second law of motion. Force is equal to the change of momentum over the change of time. Now, si momentum, unsa kani formula ni momentum? That is mass times velocity over dt with respect to time. And since we know si mass kay constant, so si mass pwede na to ipagawa. So we have the m times dv over dt. Or simply, mass times the acceleration. Diba? dv over dt, that is the acceleration. The rate of change of velocity with respect to time is the acceleration. So saan nato napag-apply din So the acting force is equal to, you have the gravitational force, downward force due to gravity, that is the weight, that is the mass, That's the gravitational acceleration. And then minus the drag force. So we have our CD SV squared. Ito lang na inote, the M is the mass of the jumper. The G is the gravitational acceleration, 9.81 meters per second squared. And then the CD, that is our drag coefficient. And then V is the velocity. So this is just a simplified equation as per the problem. So since the force, no, the total force acting on a system is equal to the change of the momentum man daw with respect to time. So FDI is equal to MA is equal to mg minus CdV squared. Now, if we multiply the whole equation with 1 over m, or divide that whole equation with the mass, then the acceleration is equal to g minus CdV squared over m on this part. Now, acceleration, that is dv over dt, is equal to g minus CD over m v squared. Now, di na natin magkuhan. Lisod-lisod. So, if we integrate that one, we'll arrive that the velocity, so the velocity with respect to time is equal to the square root of gm over cd times the hyperbolic tangent square root of g cd over m as the time. And since we have already the values now for the g, that is 9.81 meters per second squared. The mass is already given. We have the 68.1 kilograms. And then CCD given again po, that is 0.25 kilogram per meter. Yeah. And then ipapakita sa tuwa ang velocity for the first 12 seconds. So, kung lang ng input, no? No, time is equal to 0. Time is equal to 1. Or let's say, let's have a step of 2 seconds. Para gamay ito masulat 2 seconds. Time is equal to 4 seconds, etc. We'll arrive at this answer. So this is our t sub 0, 0 seconds, t1, t2, t3, 4, 5, and 6. And then this is the respective velocities at the first kada time na na-solve na to. So initially, it was assumed that time is equal to 0, velocity is also 0. So pa siya ni kuan mo pa ni iyang pag-ambak lugar no. Wala or pagkatuwa pa siya ni ambak. That is the velocity is 0 initially. And then through time, mo din ito na na-solve. We have the 18.7292 meters per seconds, 33, 42, 50.6175 meters per seconds. And if you notice, natay in infinite na time diri at 51.6938 seconds. So this is the velocity for the first 12 seconds. And kaning pinaka-last, mo ni siya katong ipangayo na terminal velocity. Unsa din ang terminal velocity, sir? Ang terminal, kabalo mo tadi ba kung yung tanawan ni atong solve, ang velocity ni bungee jumper increases through time. Nagka-increase siya through time. Pero, ang kanang velocity nga nagka-increase through time, dili na siya permanent yun nga magka-increase. Mabot ang time na di na mo-increase ang velocity. There is already no acceleration na. So what we have throughout the time, no, we will have a constant velocity na time. That is the last and or the final velocity. So we have calculated 51.6938. So kanina we have our graph of the analytical calculation of velocity through time from 0 seconds to 12 seconds. So this is our first way. We have the analytical method. Next one is we have also the numerical method. So may pamagi nga itong bato na ni for the numerical method. So we have a mathematical problem ato siya i-reformulate. No, instead of using katong taas tayo nga sa to v is equal to square root of etc. Atong gamitan of numerical method in such a way no any hyperbolic there is no higher mathematics, just basic operation. So sa kapamagi is for example no we have a graph here, not a given graph diri. And if you remember no sa calculus by the way, no, this graph, this is the time. In the x-axis, we have the time. And on the y-axis, we have the velocity. If you remember no, in your calculus, we know that this rate of change is approximately the same to delta V over delta T. Diba, if you remember, in the calculus nato yung mga lifetime gani nga na yung mga gagmay kay dira, di ba, yung mga trapezoids, yan yung ginabuhat. And then, na yung time po na to solve the area, na kuha ninyo ang integral, and then na yung time na i-differentiate ninyo siya, whatsoever. So, ang d over dt is actually approximately equal to delta V over delta C. Yung sa mga delta V o delta C. Kung na ni delta, that represents change. So kapag matanong nga, delta V over delta T is the average velocity between two intervals of time. So ato pa di ay, si dv over dt, di ba, is approximately equal to delta V over delta T. And as si delta mo na kung isi-change, ato pa, that is similar to V final minus V initial over time final minus time initial. Or, para mas general, pag ito ang formula, since dagan man kay tag velocity ang time nga i-consider, ato siyang tagsa-tagsaon, delta V over delta T is equal to V I plus 1 minus VI over C I plus 1 minus CI. So, mura na siya kani, no? To approximate the velocity, the preceding velocity, we have the delta V, the change of V, and we have also the delta T. This is our delta T. That is the rise over run, no? Inyong tanahon mo ron na siya slope di ay. So between 2 points, so this is the numerical method. Nating may murag line nga consider nila. So approximate ra gid siya nga value kay you are considering this as linear. Where in fact, curve ni siya. So that's why mas makagamay ang interval, mas doon siya sa exacto. So let me rewrite that dv over dt is approximately equal to delta v over delta t, which is equal to the final, the v sub I plus 1 minus vi over ti plus 1 minus t sub I. Now, if you remember, dv over dt is equal to g minus the drag coefficient over the mass times the square of the velocity. Now, kung ato ni silang i-equate, we have the vi plus 1 minus vi over ci plus 1 minus c sub I is equal to g minus cg over m v squared. Now, kung kani si denominator ato i-cross multiply diri and i-transpose nato si vi on that side, Sa ito pa, we have the VI plus 1 is equal to VI plus quantity of G minus CD over M V squared times the CI plus 1 minus T sub I. Or simply, pwede po siya isulat na VI plus 1 is equal to VI plus dVI over dt times the delta T. Kay kanisya, this is the delta T, di ba? And then this part, this is the dV over dt. Pero ang atong dV over dt is numerical. This one. So this is the numerical equation in order to solve the differential equation dV over dt is equal to G minus CD over MV squared. Now, this is the numerical velocity, the graph of the numerical velocity. Using that formula or equation, the numerical equation. So kato si Kwan, si V I plus 1 is equal to VI plus we have the dVi over dt times the delta T. So we have our new value. Kung tanan ninyo equation, that is the new value is equal to the initial value plus the slope times the step size. The step size, that is the interval. So using this is the numerical method, you have only the plus, the minus, and the multiplication, if you notice. And this is our solution. At time is equal to 0, of course, the velocity is equal to 0. At time is equal to 2 seconds. Our velocity, calculated velocity is 19.62. So on and so forth. Until the 12 seconds, our time is 51.6008. So, no, this is the comparison of the analytical and as well the numerical calculations. So, aning a graph, na may makita duha ka curves. The first one, kaning blue one, this is the analytical calculation. Si orange, this is the numerical calculation. So kung yung tanawon, medyo doon ang ilang results. But take note, with numerical methods, this is not always the case. Nasa tayo nga lagyo kayo ang result, no? So for this example, na ay convergence, no? Na numerical method converge with the analytical method. Naalay error gamay. So if you can see, there is a difference, no? There are minor difference. So nilapas gamay si numerical method, but at least doon siya sa original. So dire, on the right, so we have the iterations. Kung yung mamatigdan natin iteration, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have our time as 0 to 4, 6, 8, and 12 seconds. And we have the analytical and the numerical results. So sa exact value niya for time is equal to 2 seconds, we have 18.7292 meters per seconds. And for the numerical, we have the 19.62 meters per second. So, mo ni siyang giingon sa inyo ha. Ang numerical is just approximation, no? You can say that numerical method is estimation. Doon sa original. So for this one, you have the 18.7292. Numerical, you have the 19.62. Next, 4 seconds, we have 33.1118 sa analytical, but in numerical, 36.4137. That is approximately, actually this is 3.3 seconds, no, approximately 3.3 seconds. And then for the 6 after 6 seconds whatsoever, and then mo din ilang result. That is the side-by-side, analytical, and numerical. So I'd like to show you another one. No? I made an Excel of the for the sa calculation aning example, and I'd like to share that one to you. Okay. Okay. So this is the Excel program akong gibuhat by calculating the velocity of the bungee jumper analytically and numerically. So on this part now, you have the iterations, and then you have here the time from 0 to actually napa ninabot diri 56 seconds and then whatsoever. And then natin is the analytical and the numerical calculations. We have also our true error. Ang true error, that is the difference. Maklaro ba? The difference between the original, the exact, and the estimated or the numerical calculated result. And then we have our percentage error. So ito makita here in the graph, in the comparison, na throughout time, medyo nagpareha na gyud si analytical and si numerical. But again, now take note that this may not always be the case. So si blue, this is analytical. Si orange is numerical. This is the graph and this is the results. So mo na siya no, doon kay sila. And then pag abutan nga part, uh, sa 12, after 22 seconds, so pagka 22 seconds, medyo nagkadoon nilang value with 0.05% error. And then 24 seconds, 0.02% error. Until, ani niabutan nga point, kagamay na lang dito kay error. Hantod sa, nagkaparihan gid ang result ni analytical calculations and numerical calculation. But of course, there are error pagyapon ng kaninatay 0.001 nga error. Kaya pa rin tanaw almost similar sila but naigamay lang kay nga difference. So that is the numerical and the analytical calculation for this same problem. So ako lang i-show balik no, this is the analytical. This is the equation we use in solving the values of the velocity analytically and using numerical means mo po ni siya nga velocities atong gigamit. Dali na kayo siya no, if you're going to use Excel or MATLAB, dali na kayo siya. Okay, so that's all for now no, sa itong introduction on numerical methods. At least you are able to see the difference between analytical and the numerical calculation for the same type of problem. So throughout the discussions, no, ato ni siyang makuha. At makita niyo ang lain-lain nga pamaagi to solve numerically ang usa ka analytical nga problem. Okay, so if you have any question or concern or clarification, you can send me a message through the messenger. So man siya no, actually akong gibalin ang kuan ang taang ilang interval. We call that the step size. So initially ganiya di ba 2 seconds ang ako ang kuan step size. And then one ilang difference. You have the 3 seconds and 4 seconds na difference sa calculations. Wala pa rin siya sa numerical. Pag magagamay ang step size or interval, mas makagamay ang error. So, ganihaw we have the 4 seconds nga maximum nga error. Karon, ang maximum na lang nga error is 1.9 meters per seconds. Kung imo pa ginapagdamihan ang interval na siya 0.5 seconds, tag 0.5 seconds po, ang kinadaan na lang nga error is 0.9299 meters per seconds. Wala lagi. Okay, kung isolve din mo taman sa 12 seconds, wagi pagka 25 ka calculations, no? 25 ka pag-solve, that is iteration. Kung iya pong step size is 1, so you have 12 calculations pag-abot sa 12 seconds. And but if mag-step size ta at 2, so you're going to solve lang 6 or 7 calculations to reach the required calculation. So, mo po na siya, depende mo po na siya if ningon ko nga calculate up to set iteration or calculate at until time is equal to 20 seconds, ano, or at step size is this one. So, depende po na siya. Or calculate up to the percentage error is this. So, na po na yung mga conditions. Okay, so that's all for this evening, no? I hope na ito siya, simple lang siya part today. If you have clarifications and concerns, just reach me through the messenger link yun. And see you next week, next time, rather, this coming Thursday, we'll continue our discussion on numerical methods. We'll be talking about some errors in the calculations, and then we'll start with our bracketing calculations or the roots. Mga to siya, numerical and the analytical calculations is different, no? Ang numerical, ang main what do you call this? Ang main yun nga purpose numerical is to simplify higher mathematics. Keep that in mind. Wala ginasa si numerical method. I-simplify si higher mathematics in such a way nga ang higher mathematics mahimo na lang siyang plus, minus, multiplication, di ba? Times and divide. Mo na siyang main purpose ni numerical methods. So see you this coming Thursday.